Those are the sounds of the Jewish musical horn, the shofar, at the Capitol today. That's where the Senate and the House unanimously passed resolutions showing support for Israel and condemning Hamas.
Governor Josh Shapiro says Pennsylvanians stand for freedom, tolerance, and peace, unlike the enemy.
Here's Dan Frankel from the Jewish Legislative Caucus on Hamas.
This organization is a danger to Israelis and a danger to Palestinians. And if we don't speak out, they're also a danger to our own humanity.
The governor has pledged to meet with members of the Muslim community who were critical of his initial response to the conflict. At last check, that meeting has not taken place.
$100 billion. That's how much the Biden administration plans to ask Congress for in a new aid package. This comes just as Egypt is opening its borders to allow humanitarian aid into Israel.
For decades, we've ensured Israel's qualitative military edge. And later this week, I'm going to ask the United States Congress for an unprecedented support package for Israel's defense.
President Biden wrapping up his brief trip to Israel by pledging humanitarian aid to the victims of the war in Israel. The money would cover an entire year of Israeli defense and also go toward aid for Ukraine and domestic issues like border funding and disaster aid. Here in Central PA, lawmakers came together on the Republican and Democratic side in Harrisburg. Local Senator Doug Mastriano holding a rally today. The governor also signing resolutions to formally signify support for Israel. Joel D. Smith is live at the Capitol with the response.
Hey there, Jasmine. Good evening, everybody. There were dueling events here today, but with the same unifying message. We are all behind Israel. Unanimous resolutions in both the House and the Senate signed by the governor today saying just that. But they want this to be more than just about words. They want it to be about the people that are affected. They handed out some of these flyers with the people presumed to be kidnapped by Hamas, these Israelis. And you know what they said after the Holocaust, the Jewish people? Never again. Well, the Jewish Legislative Caucus today said that never again is now.
They could have been my children, or they could have been yours. A family of 5, including 6-year-old twin girls and their 4-year-old brother, messaged their loved ones that they were in a safe place in their home. Hamas terrorists found them and killed them all.
The whataboutism that is used by some to justify Hamas's unprovoked actions is both ignorant and wrong, and it demonstrates a clear lack of understanding of the real history in the Middle East. Or, worse yet, it shows a willful blindness to the barbarism that we have seen at the hands of Hamas.
Speakers also remembered the mass murder at the Tree of Life Synagogue in Pittsburgh that happened 5 years ago. That anniversary is upcoming. A little earlier at the Rotunda, another event, this one led by Senator Doug Mastriano. They listened to the Israeli and the U.S. national anthem. They prayed for a peaceful resolution in the Middle East. That's what some of this was about today as well. The leaders said what Hamas is doing is bad for the Jews, for the Palestinians, and bad for all of humanity. As for the governor, he says we must stand strong, but with open arms.
And our common purpose here in Pennsylvania is recognition, tolerance, and peace. Yes, we should be proud of who we are, as I certainly am, but we should never, ever allow that to stop us from reaching out to others who may be different than us.
And in a way, we're still waiting for that to happen. There was some criticism of the governor from some Muslim groups after his initial response to what happened in Israel, the Hamas attack on October 7th. We were told that he said that he wanted to reach out and talk to those Muslim groups. We asked today if that's happened. We have not heard back yet. Don't know if or when that may happen in the future. We'll keep you updated, though. Live at the Capitol, I'm Joel D. Smith, CBS 21 News.